Hi everybody, welcome to Lecture 5, where we'll study the overriding significance of starting points in our lives and how they ultimately define the quality of our larger life. We take this opportunity now in Lecture 5 because in the next set of lectures we'll begin to apply our newfound law of desire knowledge towards getting what we want. And since beginning points, i.e. our choices, are the most significant element of the process, better understanding what type of beginning points are more favorable towards positive and constructive outcomes will help us ensure our efforts are a great success. A quick recap before we get started. As we touched on in the previous lectures, the character and content of the originating center has a direct and powerful influence on the makeup and disposition of the larger creation forming about it. This is highly significant. It quite literally means that the creation is a reflection of its creator. And as this relates to our lives, it means that by controlling the content of the things we start and create, we are able to ensure that what follows is of comparable quality to the beginning conditions. The message of how this applies to our lives is loud and clear, isn't it? We have the ability to create whatever we desire and of the quality we desire. Quite literally, we can create great things or undesirable things and every shade in between. Intuitively, I think we all share the same idea of what type of creation is preferable. In fact, our basic nature recognizes that balanced and rightful creations are desirable and beneficial to not only ourselves, but also to others and ultimately to the planet we live on. From nature's perspective, there's little doubt what course of action we should pursue. Her magic formula towards producing beautiful and balanced creations is through ensuring her points of origin are as pure and powerful as possible. Examples of this starting point purity in nature, what I generally call the law of purity, and how it carries forward into the larger creation forming about it, can be found at my website, www.centerlife.center, which I have replicated as handout 5-1 of this lecture. Please take a look at the examples in the handout to round out your understanding of how nature applies purity. However, for the purposes of this discussion, we'll focus on the manifestations of purity in human lives to ensure our choices and the resulting quality of life are as optimal as possible. Okay, here are the things you need to know. Firstly, know that in the realm of human undertakings, purity is largely a function of the genuine levels of love, truthfulness, rightness, faith, and wholesomeness one has for the desire, dream, or idea they seek. Secondly, know that our true genuineness, literally how much we love something, ultimately translates into the powerfulness of the desire center. In other words, the purer the desire center, the more powerful and influential its desire fields. Thirdly, know that the greater the power of the center, the greater is the influence and reach of the corresponding field. This leads to several knock-on effects that will make the pursuit of what you desire easier and more efficient. Consider the following 4 points. Point 1. Pure intents translate into correspondingly high levels of enthusiasm, excitement, vitality, and passion that one puts into and behind the desire. This helps in a couple ways. Firstly, it makes the pursuit easier. When your enthusiasm is high, you don't have to push yourself as hard since you will have a large internal drive toward pursuing what it is that you desire. In addition, your big passion will prove irresistible to those around you. They will gladly follow, assist, and contribute to your pursuit, all of which will make your job easier. Point 2. This powerfulness also speaks to the potential scale, significance, and levels of greatness of what you ultimately create. reiterating, as we learned earlier, the bigger the center, the larger the reach and influence of the field. Start something great and it will likely become something big and great. Point 3, having one's passion and therefore intention in high gear also means our psychic, cognitive, and physical energies will also be in high gear, ultimately leading to a higher likelihood the idea or desire will be transformed into reality. Finally, point 4, as in nature, pure centers in human experiences also bring about more desirable, enduring, and beautiful outcomes. What you create will be admired, respected, and build collections of truly meaningful relationships. Another great reason to pack your desire center full of purity. I trust you see the power of purity in ensuring the quality and success of what you pursue, which all ultimately contribute to a happier and more satisfying experience of life. Do know we'll practically apply this knowledge in lectures 6 to 8, where we perform what I call purity checks of our intended desires, which are quite literally similar to traditional sanity checks. As I mentioned before, be sure to check out handout 5-2 for a more detailed listing of how purity manifests in human lives. See you guys in lecture 6.